What is the difference between a passive and an active sensor? Well, it's very simple actually. It all has to do with energy. A passive sensor absorbs energy from its surroundings in order to create the signal variable, while an active sensor adds energy to its environment in order to create the signal variable. Some examples of passive sensors are a Hall effect sensor, a thermometer, and a blood pressure cuff. Some examples of active sensors are ICP-MS, or inductively coupled plasma mass spectrometry. This type of machine you may recall from your chemistry classes. A MAF, or a mass airflow sensor, like we mentioned in one of the last videos. This is used in automobiles. And finally, radar. Radar, for example, uses energy to create radio waves, which it sends out, and then they bounce back and are received. So energy is required to produce those radio waves. Passive sensors take energy from the physical variable that they are measuring, while active sensors add energy to the physical variable that they are measuring. A blood pressure cuff uses a passive sensor. So the blood pressure cuff itself is not the sensor, but there is a manometer attached to the cuff. That's the little gauge you'll see if you ever get your blood pressure read. So that manometer is actually sensing the pressure of your blood, and that sensing is actually absorbing a very small amount of energy from your body in order to make the reading. So your task is to take one of these sensors. You can choose Hall effect or thermometer, and one of these sensors, the ICP-MS, or a mass airflow sensor. So 2 in total, pick one from each side, and briefly describe how one of these is a passive sensor and how one of these is an active sensor. So just describe its interaction with its environment. You can easily Google these sensors to figure out how they work, and describe to me how that function is either absorbing energy from its environment or adding energy to the environment. Put that in your notes. Thank you.